Hey there everybody! So today I'm going to do my June favorites, and since I have a couple of things to talk about, I'm just gonna get right into it. So my first product is the Tarte Guard SPF 30 Facial Sunblock. I actually purchased this last month, but I wanted to really get a good use out of it so I can have a good opinion on it, and this hasn't broken me out so far, thank Jesus. The only thing that's kind of to me about it is actually the bottle. I know a lot of people really like the bottle and it's really cute, but I can't really carry this around in my purse. Part of me wishes that it came in some sort of tube or something that had a really good lid, so if you do decide to take this to the beach or to Disneyland or just carry it in your purse, that there's no possibility of it like exploding or anything, but the case is really cute. So for me, this does have a little bit of a sunblock smell to it, but that doesn't really bother me at all. So I like this. It's really sheer on the skin, doesn't make me feel super greasy. It doesn't dry totally matte for me. I do see a little bit of a sheen, if you know what I'm talking about, and it does have a little bit of a sunblock smell, but doesn't matter, doesn't break me out. I still use this almost every day underneath my makeup. Next I have the Sephora Tint Infusion, I guess natural finish foundation. I'm in the color Cream, 20 Cream. So this is Sephora's take on one of the like serum type one drop foundations, and although I take maybe about 4 or 5 drops, I like to do a drop per region of my face. I like this. It's pretty cheap. I mean, it's $21, which isn't too much compared to the NARS serum foundation, but I like it. It doesn't feel too heavy on my skin, and it gives a pretty good coverage. It's not totally sheer, but I mean, you're not going to get full coverage out of this unless you build it up. The only thing that's sucky about this is I'm pretty sure this doesn't have any sunblock in it, which makes me really sad. I like when my foundations have SPF in it, so I don't have to necessarily put sunblock on every single day. I only do that if I know for sure I'm going to be outside or something, but I really like this really natural finish and I don't feel it on my skin, which is really nice. So this is the Bourjois Bronzing Primer, and I talked about this in a video. Like I said, unfortunately, in transit, mine either melted or it just kind of moved around, but this is a kind of like a creamy, whippy type bronzer. I know it's a bronzing primer, but I don't use it underneath my foundation. I use it just on top. The only thing I've found that's really helpful is a little bit goes a long way, so I like to just keep on adding a little bit on my face, and if I'm like, okay, no, I can't even see anything, then add a little bit more, because if you put too much, then you will look a little orange. But I like it. It's very creamy, very whippy. And if you use a really good brush with this, then it's pretty easy to blend it into your skin. So I like this, not necessarily to contour, but I like to use it to bronze up my face, and I like to just use it kind of everywhere. But I do like this. I have another Bourjois product, and this is their little bronzer and highlighter duo. So first of all, I think this book is absolutely the cutest. The only thing I wish it had was a mirror right here. That would be super helpful, but whatever, I still love it. The only thing is, when you first get this, if you're like me, you're gonna get a little bit and you're gonna test it on the back of your hand. The bronzer, I don't know, when I first got it, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is so waxy, because I was rubbing it and nothing was transferring to my hand. So I actually didn't use it for a while until one day I decided to use it in the crease of my eye. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna use it on my cheeks too so I can balance everything out. This gives you the most natural contour ever. It's not super dark. It is a little bit on the sheer side unless you build it up, but this is just really nice if you just want a little bit of a contour, a little bit of color to your face. This is really nice. And this highlighter is crazy. It looks super white, but there's actually little pink glitter specks in it, which makes it really pretty to highlight and to put on your inner tear ducts. So I'm really liking this little guy and his little book. Next, I have the Simple Cleansing Water, and I'm going to admit, when I first saw this in the magazines and at Target, I was like, oh my gosh, who's gonna spend that much money for water? So that's why I just took so long to buy it, and I saw that one of the magazines had a coupon, so I was like, okay, whatever, if I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna get it while it's on a coupon. And when I got it, I actually didn't use it, but I started recently and I love this stuff. It takes off your makeup like this. And I usually take off my makeup with coconut oil. And because it's been so hot here in California, as soon as I'm home, I like to just take off my makeup already. I don't like to just take it off before I take a shower. And this stuff, I'll like take off my makeup with coconut oil and I'll put this on a cotton round just to get that oily feeling off my skin for a couple of hours. And this stuff takes off everything, like my mascara, super easy to take off. So I like this. Or if you're like me and you're doing your makeup in the morning and you're like, you know what, that eyeshadow just does not look nice, I need to take it off and redo it, this is a really nice, gentle way to take off your makeup or fix any makeup mistakes. So I really like this, and I'm probably going to be repurchasing this when I'm completely out of it. So I recently did a makeup look using this little eyeshadow, and this is Fireball from Urban Decay. First off, why is my eyeshadow in the pan? When I purchased it from Sephora, I took it out of the box. Mine was like half sticking out of the little pot that Urban Decay sells their eyeshadows in, and I was like, this is weird, and it wouldn't stick back in. So I just kind of peeled it off, put some Goo Gone on the back, and then I also peeled off the little sticker, and now I have it in my Z palette. But this color is crazy. It's like a pinky, orangey, yellowy. It's so pretty. So this is Fireball. I absolutely love it. Urban Decay had, I think, 2 other colors that were kind of like this, where they just change into 1,000 colors. But this was the one that I thought was the most wearable. So this is Fireball by Urban Decay. Super soft and creamy eyeshadow. And I absolutely love this for summer because it's really light and pretty, but people are going to be like, whoa, what's going on with her eyes? So Fireball by Urban Decay. So this next product took me a while to get it, but knowing myself, I was eventually going to get it, and this is the Lorac Unzipped Palette. And I mean, just look at it. All of these nudie, goldy, bronzy colors, like I knew I had to get it. So I do like the mix of matte colors to shimmers. All of the colors just go together seamlessly, and if you're like me and you get a palette, you want to use as many colors as you can, and I say honestly, you can use all of these colors in an eye look and it's not even gonna look crazy. This is really pretty for doing every day. You can just use a couple of the colors, or you can definitely build it up to have more of a dramatic look. And so happy that I bought this. It took a little while, but very happy. So this is the Lorac Unzipped Palette. I did see that she has a unzipped gold palette, but ended up just getting the original one. Alright everybody, so last but not least is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Light. So I was in the market for a new primer, and I definitely wanted something that could help with pores and with oiliness, and that's why I chose this one, because I mean, Smashbox primers are just amazing. They just make your skin really soft and smooth and a really great canvas to do your makeup on. And when I saw this light one and I was reading the reviews and I was reading the information, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is supposed to help with oily skin. I must get this. So the reason I left this one last is, like I said, as a primer, it is absolutely amazing, makes my skin super smooth and just super perfect to just apply my foundation or whatever. But I haven't seen this do anything for me with my oily skin. I'll use it and an hour or two later, I'm still seeing my nose look like I'm sweating on a 130-degree day, you know? So that's why I'm putting this last, because I love it as a primer, but I haven't seen it do anything for my oily skin, which is really sad because I thought this was going to be my one true, but I still love it. I'm going to use the rest of it, but I'm probably not going to be repurchasing it because, you know, it's not doing what it said it's supposed to do. So that is my June favorites, everybody. Hopefully you all enjoyed this and maybe found a couple products that you were thinking of and that you want to purchase or try out for yourself. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!